Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Knit, Crochet y Tejido. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to knit this beautiful fur owl hat. It's very easy to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notification each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel that you'll find the English version in there. This hat is very easy to do, even if it seems complicated. It's just a combination of different colors. The good thing about this design that the space in between stitches, the further that you go, is only 5 in the back, so it's not that complicated. So let's start making this beautiful adult size fur owl hat. To make this hat, I'm gonna use these 5 different color yarn. If you like, if you have leftover yarn, you can use leftover yarn because you don't want to use a lot of each. But I'm gonna use the full ball because if I like the way the hat look, I will do a neck warmer or cowl that will match the same color. So I'll continue working with the leftover from the hat. I'm gonna start with the needles, that way I can move away from here. These ones are a 4.5 millimeter for the border with the smallest cable. This is from my Shagu set. In the description box below is the link where I bought them. And for the top of the hat, I'm gonna use the 5 millimeter. I'm gonna use this round counter of the marker for the beginning and end of the round and to count the round. I'm gonna need other markers to mark the spaces when I start the decrease. You're gonna need measurement tape, tapestry needle, and scissor. And these 5 ball of yarn, they are from Loops and Thread Impeccable, medium 4, 100% acrylic, 128 grams. This one is Arbor Rose, Clear Blue, Soft Rose, Sunny Day, Lavender, and Amethyst. So these are the 5 colors that I'm gonna use for my hat. So let's start. Another thing you're gonna need is double pointed needle for the decrease in the top of the hat if you're gonna do decreases. This is the graph that I'm gonna use, or the chart. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it in my Facebook page, Ruby Knit Crochet Tejido, and in my Instagram. But I know in the Instagram, the picture, I don't know if I can post it the full size. Maybe I have to do 2 parts to it because always the picture get cut when you post it. So I may have to cut it. But in my Facebook page will be the full size picture. You can take a screenshot and save it in your phone, or you can look at it and do a copy in a piece of paper. The design of the hat is multiple of 12, so I'm gonna leave it tail long enough to cast on 84 stitches plus 1 to close the circumference. So I'm gonna wrap here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, and 21, 42, 42, and 42, 84, plus a little extra for the 85, and a little extra for a tail to even the work. I'm gonna do slip knot, and I'm gonna start with the amethyst or dark purple. You can start with the color that you prefer. So I'm gonna start casting on my 84 stitches plus 1. Once you have your 85 stitches, I will meet you here. I wanted to mention, if you like this hat a little bit smaller, you can cast on 72 stitches plus 1. You will remove one entire design. I have my 85 stitches. Now we're gonna work the first row gonna be the super elastic cast on. So I'm gonna net the net and pass the purl without working, and we're gonna work with the open work. So you're gonna net the first one, yarn to the front. You're gonna pass the purl without working, like you're gonna purl, but you're gonna pass it without working, and then you bring the yarn to the back, and you're gonna net the net. Yarn to the front as to purl, and you're gonna pass that purl without working, yarn to the back, net. Yarn to the front as to purl, you're gonna pass the purl without working, yarn to the back, net. Yarn to the front as to purl, pass the purl without working, yarn to the back, net. Like this, you're gonna continue in this first row. You're gonna start with the net, and you're gonna finish with the net stitch. Now when you're gonna work the last two stitches, the purl and the last net, I will place my marker here, that way it will be in his place when I start to work. I finished the first row. I have the marker in place. Now I'm going to close the circumference and make sure that this is not twisted. All the stitches are like this to the top, like that. I'm going to pass the stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle, the first net. And that last stitch that is between the stitch that I pass and the marker, I'm going to pull and make it big. I'm going to pass it over that stitch. I'm going to pull the yarn very tight, and like that you close your circumference for your Now we're going to start passing the net without working and purl the purl. That first stitch that we passed to close the circumference counts as the first net without working. Yarn to the front, you're going to purl the purl. Yarn to the back as to net, and you're going to pass this net without working through the front strand or the top strand. Yarn to the front, purl, yarn to the back as to net, and you're going to pass it like a purl through that strand and the top. Yarn to the front, purl, yarn to the back, pass that net without working. Like that you're going to continue working all the way until the end, and you're going to finish with a purl stitch. I finished the second round. Now I'm going to work one net, one purl, one net, one purl until this border measures 2 inches. You're going to net the net and purl the purls. If you want a single border, you do 2 inches or almost 2 inches. If you want a double border, the one that you fold in half, you can do from 5 to 5.5 inches for the border. Mine gonna be a single one, so almost 2 inches. Don't have to be exactly 2 inches. So I will work on this, and I will measure here to start changing the needle size and working on the top of it. I finished my 2 inches, and that was 12 rounds in total, and in the camera look blue, but it's a dark purple. So now I'm gonna work in round 1 with the arbor rose, and I'm gonna change my needles to the 5mm. Now if you're working with needles, they are in one piece with the cable. They are not interchangeable. As you work this first round with the arbor rows, you will change needle sizes. But for me it's easy because I just remove this one and place the other one in their place. I finished changing the needle size. Now I'm going to work 2 rounds with the arbor rows. I will cut the yarn. I will work 2 rounds with the yellow, and then I will work 2 rounds with this dark purple. I don't going to cut the dark purple here because I'm going to use it again in round 5 and 6, and that will be the only time that I will work with this color, with the dark purple. So I will leave it here for later. And I'm gonna work 2 rounds with the darker pink. So if you're working with needles that they're one piece, you know, attached to the cable, and then in this round you start working with those needles and changing the needle size as you change color as well. So do those 2 rounds, round 1 and 2 with this color, and I will meet you here. I finished the 6th round. I finished with the dark purple. I don't want to work with that one anymore, so it's time to cut that one. And here in the chart I have the colors. This is the dark pink, the yellow, dark purple, the lighter purple, the blue, and the light pink. So this one, number 7, is the light purple or lavender. So I'm gonna start that round with this. I'm gonna trap the dark purple as I work. That way it's only to tie that tail at the end. So I'm gonna start with this one, leaving a tail to loose later. And now I start trapping the dark purple. Let me get the jar in position because I have these two close to the tip and that's why they're falling off. There you go. Now grab this one. And there we go. I lift it up, and then when you do the next stitch, it gets trapped in here. You pass it under, and then you lift it out of the way, and then when you do the next stitch, it gets trapped. It's like that how I trap in the other colors. Just a few stitches. And now I let go. And I'll continue with this lavender. And this round 7. And then in round 8, we're going to start with 2 color work. I'm going to work in round 8. And with the lavender, you're going to do 1. With the blue 1, lavender 1, blue 1, 3 lavender, 1 blue, 1 lavender, 1 blue, and you're going to end with 2 lavender, and then you start all over again with number 1. That's the 12 stitches that work the motifs. I'm going to start with the lavender, the first stitch. Now with the blue, I'm going to do 1. With the lavender, the next one, leaving the space behind this one loose, because even if you have 1 stitch and you do it too tight, that don't going to have any stretch whatsoever in the back. So now I'm going to do a blue one, nice and loose the space in between. I'm going to do 3 lavender, I'm going to do a blue one, separate those 3 lavender, 1 lavender, a blue one, and 2 lavender. It's difficult having the paper in the lower part, that way you guys can see in doing this work. So if you count now, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 stitches, and you start all over again with a stitch number 1, that is a lavender, and then a blue, lavender, blue, 3, 1, 1, 1, and you finish with 2, and then you start with 1, and that is 3. So now when I start with 1, you will have 3 here in between this group of the 1 and 1 with the lavender. I will show you one more time. You're gonna start again with 1 purple. I'm gonna call it purple because we've stopped working with the dark purple. Now it's the lighter purple. So lavender is a shade of purple, so I'm gonna call it purple, purple and blue. So you're gonna start with 1 purple, separate those 3, go to the tip, the 1 with the blue, 1 with the purple, making sure that this, even if it's 1 stitch, is a little bit loose in the back, 1 with the blue, and just by bringing it to the tip of the needle and doing that stitch, that will create a nice loose stitch here in the back. So 3 purple, 1, 2, and 3, open the 3, a blue, a purple, a blue, and 2 purple. And that is just 12 stitches from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and you start all over again with that. Remember, that's why it's much easier having the chart. Row stitch 1 is purple, and then 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 2 purple, and then you start all over again with 1 now purple. I'm gonna work on round 9, and it's 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, and so on until the end. With a blue, separating these last 2 purple, 2 blue, separating those 2 blue, make sure that I don't grab the tail, 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue. Even the stitch will be a little loose, but once you finish that you stretch your piece, it will take their shape. 1 purple, 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, and like that you will continue all the way until the end. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, and 2 and for round 10 we're gonna work with the purple and the yellow just in this round, and it's 2 purple to start with and 1 yellow, 5 purple, 1 yellow, and then you'll continue 5 purple, 1 yellow, 5 purple, 1 yellow. At the end you'll finish with 3 purple, because those 3 and these 2 that you start is 5 in between. So only in the beginning and at the end is different, and the rest is 5 and work in 10. I'm gonna leave the blue one in here because the blue one we're gonna use again in next round. So I'm gonna trap the blue 1 stitch over. You see, I'm gonna put the purple under and the blue in the top, pass it to the side, just to trap it 1 stitch over when I do the purple. It's trap in there, and I will leave it there. And now I do the other purple. So just start with 2 purple, leave the blue, grab the yellow, do the next stitch with the yellow, and leave the yellow. And now you're gonna do 5 purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're gonna open those 5. And with the yellow, you're gonna do the next stitch. Make sure that I don't grab the wrong strand. I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5. Nice and open, and do the yellow one. Make sure that the strand of yellow is nice and loose. That way you have a nice flexibility with your hat when you put it on. So continue like that, 5 and 1, 5 and 1 now, and you'll finish with 3 purple. Now I'm gonna work 2 blue, 1 purple, and that orange, yellow a little big because it's the tail there. So 2 blue, 1 purple, 2 blue, See? And now the purple is where the yellow is. To glue. And just by working on the tip of the needle, I'm making sure that my stitches are separate. And like that you're going to continue 2 and 1 until the end of this round 11. That is the same as round. I'm going to work on round 12, and 12 is exactly the same as 8. 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 2 purple at the end. And then since you start with 1 purple and those 2 is 3 and together. I'm gonna start with 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple. Again, you see where I have this, where the yellow is 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, and the other 3 is 3 purples. One purple, 1 blue, now 3 purples. And again, 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, and 3 purple. Where the blue go is where we have the yellow that is creating the center of the little flower motif that we are creating in this pattern. Where the flowers go, and this one look big because it's the tail that is loose in the inside. So like that, you're going to continue working to the end. So you will start again, you have the 3, and then you'll do, you see, and here 1 blue, 1 purple, 1 blue, 3 purple, and so on until the end. At the end, you're going to finish with 2 purple. I finished round 12. Now I'm going to work in 13. And in round 17, I will work again with the blue. So I'm going to leave the blue in there, and I will trap as I go, bringing that yarn up. That way I don't have to cut it to work in round 17. So now 13 is with the purple. And you'll cut the purple. You don't going to need it now. You're going to work 2 rounds with the 2 pink, and then 1 with the yellow, and then you'll start with the blue and the darker pink in this part at the top. So do the round 13 with the purple and cut the yarn, and I'll meet you here for round 14. I finished round 13. Now 14, you're going to start with the dark pink, and then will be 2 light pink, 2 dark pink, 2 light, 2 dark, 2 light, and at the end of the round you'll finish with 1 dark, because you start with 1 and you'll finish with 1. That will be 2 stitches of each color. That's 14. And 15 will be the reverse, where you did the dark, you will do the light. And you see I have the 2 light here and the top 2 dark, and so on. So like that's how we're going to work those 2 rounds with the pink color. I'm going to start with the darker pink. with the first stitch, and then now I will do 2 with the lighter. I'm gonna make sure that the blue is there and it's not trapped in any way, but I will trap a little bit the purple that I cut. So I'm gonna do 2 hot pink or darker pink, and now I will trap with a lighter pink. I will try to trap that purple. There. I will do 2 with a hot pink or dark pink or arbor rose, and now I will do 2 with this one, and I'm doing this way the way I can trap the purple a little bit. I'm gonna leave the purple, and I will continue with 1 on each hand, and I will continue with 2 and 2. 2 of this one, the darker, and 2 with the lighter, and so on, and I will finish with 1 at the darker. I finished 14. I'm gonna work in 15. 15 is the reverse of the round before, where you have the darker pink, you're gonna work with the lighter pink, and when you have the lighter, you'll work with the darker. I'm gonna pass the blue and here, and the lighter pink under to bring the blue up. I'm gonna do the first one in light pink. I'm gonna let go, and here I'm gonna do the same, bring this one under, work with the darker pink, and that will move the blue up. Now I'm gonna continue working with the let me pass this in here to make things easier. So you see now where I had the 2 dark, I will work 2 light, and where I had 2 light, I will work 2 at darker, and 2 at the lighter, and like that you're going to continue working in round 15. 16 will be with the yellow, but you're going to leave the darker pink, cut the lighter pink, and then we'll work after with from 17 to 24 with the blue and the dark. I finished 15. 16 is all yellow, and then you'll cut the yellow, and then we'll work with the blue and the pink. So I'm gonna grab this light pink, I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna weave as I work with the yellow. Somehow I have it too much to the tip. Okay, there we go. Drop the light pink as I work. Do this yellow round. And then I will cut the yellow, and then I will work from round 17 to 24 with the blue. And I finished 16. I'm gonna work 17 with the blue. I'm gonna work all the stitches with this color, and then 18 we'll work with the hot pink and the blue, creating the next motif. We're gonna work on round 18, and it's 5 of the blue, 1 of the pink, 5 of the blue, 1 of the pink, and so on. At the end you're gonna finish at the end of the round with 1 pink. I'm gonna work 5 of the blue, and at the same time I'm gonna trap a little bit the pink because it's in a lower part underneath. I'm gonna trap because I had to move a 5 stitch over, and if I leave it there it will be in an angle. So I'm gonna trap it here a few times between those stitches, like if you're weaving a tail. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I work on 5, and now I'm gonna do the pink. I'm gonna do 5 more of the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and this time I'm not trapping the pink, only in that part. That way I move it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the stitch there, open, 5 with the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, open those 5 and do 1 of the pink, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end of round 19. You're going to start with the pink, and then 3 blue, 3 pink, 3 blue, 3 pink, 3 blue, and at the end you're going to finish with 2 pink plus the one that you start is 3. So the separation of the color is 3 stitches of each color. I'm going to start with 1 pink, and I finish with 1 is 2. I'm going to separate those 2, do 3 of the blue, open those 3 blue, the 3 add the pink, open those 3 pink, 3 of the blue, and all is in the tip of the needle. Open those 3 and do 3 pink, open those 3 pink and 3 blue. Now you continue 3 and 3, and at the end you're going to finish with 2 pink because you started with 1, and remember always open your stitches when you're going to do the next. We're going to work on round 20, and 20 and 21 are exactly the same. You're going to start with 2 pink, 1 blue, 5 pink, 1 blue, 5 pink, 1 blue, and so on. At the end you're going to finish with 3 pink. Remember 20 and 21 are exactly the same. You start with 2 and 1, and then 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. At the end you finish with 3. We're going to start with 2 pink, open those 4 because you finish with 2 and you start with 2. There's 4 in there. Go to the tip and do the blue. Now 5 pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5. Go to the tip and do the blue. 5 pink, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Open those 5, 1 blue. Like that you want to continue working 5 and 1, 5 and 1, and you will finish with 3 at the pink at the end. Remember, you're going to do this round 20 and 21 exactly the same, and I will meet you here. Something that I wanted to mention is when you do the blue that you're going to start with the pink, remember to leave this loose enough behind that stitch. Even if it's a single stitch, you need to leave the strand long enough to go from one side to the other one when you do the next color, because if you don't, you don't gonna have a stretch behind that stitch. I finished round 21. I'm gonna work on 22 and 22 and 23 are exactly the same. You're gonna start with 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, 1 blue, 2 pink, and at the end you're gonna finish with the blue. 22 and 23 exactly the same. I'm gonna start with 2 of the pink, and I finish with 3. I start with 2, that's 5. You're gonna open those 5 and you're gonna go to the tip of your needle and you're gonna do the blue, and then you're gonna do 2 pink. And remember, even if it's one stitch, you have to leave a nice loose strand in the back. And you're gonna do 2 of the pink, 1 of the blue, 2 of the pink, and 1 of the blue, and so on, 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 until the end. I finished round 22. I'm gonna work on 23, and 23 is exactly the same as 22. You're gonna start with 2 pink, 1 blue. So it's always, remember, the same to keep an eye in your stitches and how open they are to do the strand in the back. So 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 pink on top of the pink, and 1 blue on top at the blue stitch. Like that, you're gonna continue. You're gonna finish this round, and in 24 we're gonna do a round. I finished 23. I'm gonna work on 24. 24 is all blue. I don't wanna cut the pink because in 27 I'm gonna use the pink. I'm gonna do this 24, and then I will measure the hat to see if it's time to start the decreases, and then I will let you know. But that's what we've done so far. And now a blue round. So I will leave the pink because I'm gonna use it soon, but I'm gonna trap here, and then I will continue. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna continue with the blue till the end, and this is the last round with the blue, and we'll cut the yarn. I finished round 24. I'm gonna start 25 and 26, and it's the same as round 14 and 15, except the colors are different. And here I use light pink and dark pink, and here I'm gonna use light pink and light purple in those 2 rounds. And in round 26 I will place the markers every 14 stitches, because in 27 I'm going to start with a decrease. Now, if you want to work straight with no decrease, I recommend after you do round 26, start with the repetition around 7 to 13 to add the extra design in here. That way you give it length, because you have to work for 9 inches in order to have the right length for your hat. And I recommend to use different colors, and here you can use dark purple and dark pink with a yellow center, or you can use dark pink with the light pink with the yellow center, or you can use blue and dark pink. You know, it's up to you and what you want to do. If you want to change, or you can do the same color, it's up to you, but it would be nice a different color combination in the top. Since I'm not doing that straight for 9 inches that I'm gonna do decrease, I'm gonna work those 2 rounds of 1 purple, 2 pink, 2 purple, 2 pink, 2 purple, 2 pink, and then the reverse. What I did purple I will do pink, and what I did pink I will do purple, and round 26, and every 14 stitches I will place the marker. I finished round 26. I'm gonna work 27 with the darker pink, and I'm gonna do a round and decrease, so I'm gonna work 12 stitches, 13 and 14 together. 12 stitches, 13 and 14 together. That is the two before the markers together. After that, I will do one round with the yellow. In that round, I'm gonna do decrease. And then in 29, I'm gonna do another round with a darker pink, and I will do a round of decrease. After that, I will do 2 rounds with the lighter pink, and then I will cut the lighter pink. And then with the darker purple 2 round, with the blue 2 round, with the darker pink 2 round, and after that I will work with the dark purple until I have the desired length. So it's very easy now because it's a single stripe and double stripe what we're gonna do now, and decrease. So I'm gonna cut the purple because I'm the light purple. I'm done with that for the hat. And I'm gonna weave that in, but I'm gonna grab the hot pink or the darker pink, leaving the lighter pink in here. And move things around where they're not twisted. So I'll weave the end of the purple as I work a little bit. So I will work 12 stitches, weaving the purple. I don't need to count the 12 stitches because I have the marker. So 2 stitches before I finish, that's 12. And then I will do 13 and 14 together, because that's enough of that. So I have 12 here, and then 13 and 14 together. Pass the marker and continue netting all the stitches, and then the 2 before the marker I will do them together. And then I will leave the pink in here, and I'll do a round with the yellow with no decrease. Now I'm gonna work round 30 and 31 with the light pink that I have here. And round 30 gonna be, you're gonna knit all the stitches, and 31 you're gonna do the decrease. You're gonna do two together before the marker. So I have the darker pink. I'm gonna whip that in a little bit. So in this one you're gonna work all your stitches, and in the next one you'll do two together before the marker. Do those two round with a light pink, and I will meet you here because we're gonna change color. Now I'm gonna work around 31, and we work all the knit stitch, and the last two before the marker you knit them together for a decrease with the pink. I finished round 31, and from 32 on I'm gonna work with the dark purple. I decided not to do any more change of color, that way the crown at the hat is just with the dark purple. So in 32 you're gonna do a full round with no decrease. In 33 you will do decrease. In 34 you don't gonna do any decrease, and starting in 35 and on you will do decrease in all the round. So each time you do a round after those of no decrease, you do the last two before the marker together until you had two stitches between marker, and then it's just cast off or bind off. So remember, in 32 that we're going to work now, no decrease, 33 decrease, 34 no decrease, and starting in 35 and on, decrease in all the round. I finished round 35. Now starting 36 and on, you're going to decrease in all the round. The last 2 stitches before the marker, you're going to do them together. And I will work with this circular needle until I can't work with them anymore, and then I will change to the double pointed needle. Maybe I'll continue, but I already start to feel the point of the needle in here from pushing because it's less stitches on the needles. But let's see if I continue with them or not until the end. So remember, decrease in all the round until you have 2 stitches, the 2 first one in each space, the 2 in between the, in between the marker you will have 2 stitches on each space, and then you're ready to cast off or bind off. I finished with the decreases, and I have 2 per section. So I have 4 here. I removed the marker, that's why it's 4, and this one is 4. I forgot to remove this marker. And 2 in this one, and 2 in that one in there. So now I'm gonna cut a strand long enough to pass a couple of times through the top, tie it really well, and loose in the inside, lose all these tails, that is quite a few. I will sew the handmade tag, and then I will show you the end result. Well, this is the leftover yarn, and I hardly use any. I have enough here to do the neck warmer and to do another set if I want with this color with different combination, because you hardly use any of the yarn. The one that I use the most is the purple, because you do the border and at the end of the hat, and I will use this one for the beginning and end of the neck warmer or cowl. So it will be a little bit different because you have to do more stitches and you have to give it more length, so I have to change a little bit the design in the top, because the hat is only 9 inches and the neck warmer have to be at least 11 inches long, so 2 more inches of work, or a little bit more, depending on the size that you want yours. So next week I will be posting a video with a neck warmer for the set, and now I will show you the end result. Well, this is the end result, and I absolutely love this hat. This hat is an adult size, but you can make it smaller for a younger girl. You can remove 12 stitches and you will have 72 stitches plus 173. And for the length, what I recommend is to remove 2 of these row that I did in here, and then you'll work, for example, the pink right away after the blue, and in that round you will do the first round of decrease, and then you will start the decrease, and that way the hat will be smaller, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Next week I will be making the neck warmer or cowl for the set, and I hope you guys like it, and give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber. And if you make this beautiful hat and you want to send me some picture, you can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Net Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family, that way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.